What's up, nerds? I'm Nick,
And I'm Brianna.
and this is Nerdz-N-Thingz, and we're gonna do a Funko segment today on a couple of the ones we came across this past few weeks.
Fair warning, none of these Funkos have anything to do with each other.
No, they don't.
So.
No, we had nothing to pair them with for this one because a lot of our other stuff that would go with it is packed up still. So
Yeah, these are a little bit random.
so you'll probably see in the future along with where they belong, but whatever. We'll do a random one. That's fine.
So to kick it off, this one, I'm kind of surprised we found it. It was the last one at the store. We got it from GameStop.
Yep.
It is one of the 6-inch Funkos, so it's slightly bigger than the rest of them. And it's really fitting for this character. It's part of Game of Thrones, so
Great show.
it is the Mountain. Of course, if you've watched Game of Thrones, you know that he is one of the bigger characters in size and literally. A lot of people like him. He was the Hound's brother, and he kind of looks like a zombie. I don't know if you can really see his face in there.
Which there's a reason for that, but we won't spoil it.
If you haven't watched the show.
There's a reason behind it. If you haven't seen the show, I definitely recommend it.
Yeah, I mean, it's good.
A lot of good character development.
But yeah, for a 6-inch pop, this one's pretty cool. Got it at GameStop. Like I said, I was kind of surprised I found it. Especially since Game of Thrones has been over for a little bit.
A little bit now, yeah.
It seems to be that, shows that are big in pop culture, especially Game of Thrones, it's hard to find specific pops.
Right place, right time that day.
Yeah.
But like in real life, that dude's like 7 foot something. So like you said, it's fitting that they would make it a 6-inch Funko. All of them are half that size usually. So.
And if you've never seen, he's actually part of like the strongest men.
Yeah, half Thor, I think his name. He's a big dude.
He's a beast.
So, yeah, he's actually a mountain in real life.
Yeah, and if you've never watched, I do recommend watching some of his videos. He's like he said, he's a beast. But he's a pretty strong dude. He's pretty tall, pretty big. So it's kind of nice to see sometimes when you have a larger character like that the person in real life is actually like that. So that's pretty neat. Like I said, I was surprised I found it. It was a good find, good price too, surprisingly. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I mean that's a pretty cool one. I think that's one of my only 6-inch pops. I may have another one, like we've talked about. We're kind of in the middle transitioning, so I honestly don't remember what all I have. Yeah. We have quite a few in our collection, so
yeah, we have a lot of Game of Thrones ones for sure.
Yeah,
we'll definitely do a segment on that.
That one's a pretty cool one to have. But like I said, our Funko Pops that we're going to discuss have nothing to do with each other.
Yep.
So switching from Game of Thrones and going into The Lion King. I know I've said in previous videos possibly that there is a place called Pop in a Box. Sorry, my dogs are fighting down there.
They're playing.
There is a place called Pop in a Box. I actually discovered them through Instagram. I didn't realize that they were a website. So they do happen to do exclusives. So, this is Adrian, by the way.
Adrian.
Try your dogs to stop playing. But anyways, Pop in a Box was exclusive, so this one happened to be a 1-hour exclusive. I just so happened to come across it, thankfully, at the right time. And it is a Mufasa Funko Pop. And I don't know if you're familiar with the movie. Most people are. I would hope you are. But there's a scene in The Lion King where
yes, so
you can explain it. I know you're.
When Simba, he's kind of self-loathing because he doesn't know his place really. I mean, he knows where he's supposed to be and kind of chooses a different path with Timon and Pumbaa. And kind of Rafiki, who knows who he is and knows who he should be. He's the rightful king, rightful heir to Mufasa. And so he goes on this spiritual type journey. And Rafiki, has him look inside himself to see that his father lives within him, and summons Mufasa's spirit from the sky because Mufasa mentioned earlier on that kings of the past are they're the stars in the sky. So Mufasa comes down in a spirit form and kind of tells Simba, kind of puts him in his place and say, man, you're doing the wrong thing. Like you're meant for so much more.
Remember who you are.
Yeah, remember who you are. So he gets motivated and kind of sees who he needs to be, and teaches him a lesson.
Yeah, and so with that, this Funko Pop really captures that. So it is Mufasa.
In spirit form.
Yep. So he is kind of a bluish purple color. Not quite see-through, but kind of translucent.
Yeah, that's how he appears in the movie.
It's hard. It's hard to see on camera, of course. It doesn't do it justice. But there is little white flecks on it to kind of represent stars. It is a pretty neat one. Like I said, it was only available for an hour, and I think in order to get them now, you have to be part of Pop in a Box's subscriptions, so they send boxes every month.
Mm-hmm.
However, it's not guaranteed that you'll get one of these. I know Pinocchio was another one that they're giving out for an hour, and then they put them in their boxes from there. It's a great way for that company to get subscribers if you're looking for a specific pop. Thankfully, like I said, I had happened to stumble across this the day before it was supposed to drop, and then I put an alarm on my phone to make sure that I didn't miss it. But I was able to purchase 2 of them, just so that way we had an extra one. I thought they were kind of neat. I've never really seen these ones before. I'm not as big of a Lion King fan as he is.
I love Lion King. It's probably my favorite Disney movie.
Yeah. But I thought it was a neat one to have.
Yeah, we got other Lion King ones as well, but
yeah,
as we mentioned, all our
most
are so packed up. So.
And this is part of obviously the cartoon version, not the live action one. Since
yes.
There is a live action one.
Yeah, this is the original version here.
Well, and speaking of the live action, there is 2 separate sets of Lion King Funko Pops.
Yes.
You have the old school cartoon version, and of course you have the live action version.
Yep, yeah, I got Funkos for both.
The live action ones, to be honest with you, I'm not really a huge fan of them because they just simply look like a lion or
they're more realistic, which I get. That's what the film was trying to capture. But this is more of a nostalgia type of. If you're older than when you're a kid, kind of get a.
And the cool thing about the Spirit one, so if you have the Lion King Funko Pops and you happen to have an original Mufasa, it's the same exact thing. It just happens to be in the Spirit form. So I don't know if you can see. Basically you can see that. This is the original one that they sell, but this just happens to be the exclusive one. And it has the sticker.
Similar to what you find with some of the chrome versions of Funkos in a way.
Yeah.
Kind of same concept. Same, design and everything is just different colors.
It's basically a variant of it.
Yeah.
I recommend Pop in a Box. Look on their Facebook or their Instagram. I use their Instagram personally. But they like to, about a day to 2 days prior, they like to post what their exclusives are going to be. Mm-hmm. So if you ever have the chance to kind of jump on there and buy one of them, I definitely recommend it. Just be wary though that when they do upload them, I know when I was trying to buy that one, the site crashed because so many people were on
Server overloaded because everybody's trying to hop on there.
Yeah, so it took me a little bit to get on there and buy them. But you have to be quick since it is only 1 hour, and they do sell out, so you have to kind of plan that. So getting out of those 2, this is something we have talked about before, but since tomorrow is December 1st.
The holidays are arriving.
Yes, and advent calendars are huge.
Also, yes.
Just kind of showing our advent calendar. It has not been opened yet.
Still in the wrapper.
Yep. So since tomorrow is December 1st, I will start posting on Instagram every day that we open one of these. So if you are not following our Instagram, please do. I will post the link to our Instagram on the video. So just to kind of recap on what an advent calendar is if you're not aware. Basically, there's 24 days before Christmas, obviously. Every day you are supposed to open one of these. They got advent calendars for basically everything: candy, cheese, wine, Funko Pops.
Chocolate's probably the first one.
So this just happens to be a Funko Pop one.
Yep.
They're not regular size Funko Pops; they're little pocket pops. So I don't have too many of the pocket ones. To me, they're kind of pricey for really small.
I have a few, but not many.
So even on the front of this one, it's got Iron Man,
Rocket,
got
the Marvel, Thanos, and Captain America,
and Venom. So
but that being said, we don't know that's what's
I have no idea what's in there.
I suspect that those may appear in there, but
it's probably the first 6. I don't know.
Who knows? I also don't. I've done one before. It might even be doubles.
This one is specific to Marvel.
Yes.
They don't have a DC one, which I really wish they did.
Hopefully next year.
Looked.
hoping actually they will.
Yep, they got Harry Potter. Fortnite's a big one.
They're probably testing the waters, be my guess, with these, especially since Avengers came out this year. Probably a good time to throw it out there. And plus Harry Potter, that has a big fan base as well. So I'm not saying DC doesn't, but I think
this
Marvel
one's been huge.
Saw the opportunity because they had the Avengers film come out. Probably a good time to coincide with each other.
And also, so this is sold at GameStop. However, I found out this morning, if you go on Amazon, they're on sale right now. They're about $29. I think we bought this for about $35-ish.
I think we got like some kind of discount because we buy other things too. But
so I do recommend if you're going to purchase it, go on Amazon. Right now, like I said, it's $29. They are on back order. I think they're going to be available on the 3rd of December. But I definitely recommend going on there since you'll save a couple dollars. You might be a couple days behind on your advent calendar.
That means you get to open more on the day.
So, if you're not sure about it, you don't want to purchase it, like I said, watch my Instagram. You can live vicariously through me.
That's fine too. That's why we do this.
So, like I said, I'm very curious. I'm impatient, so it's going to be hard for me to wait 24 days to open all of these.
But it's 24 gifts.
Yeah. But I think it's a pretty neat concept. I've never personally purchased an advent calendar before. So, regardless of just being Funko Pop or anything. So the fact that, they have this available, I'm more of the Funko Pop nerd than, he is, but I think it's, a cool concept. It's a good way to expose you to new things too, especially being that it's focusing on Marvel. I'm kind of newer to comic books and newer to Marvel and DC. I'm more familiar with DC than Marvel.
That's where my forte lies. With that, so it might be 24 different Marvel characters, and they may even be characters that
if I don't know about them.
That's kind of what I'm excited to see. Is not I don't like the main ones. Captain America is obviously my favorite, but it's nice to see other ones get exposure as well. That way, I get a chance to shine and
because even truthfully, even on here, so I'll kind of show it to you. So it shows kind of in the front, like little flaps. I'm assuming when you open it, it'll probably be in there. Like I said, this is still wrapped. But it kind of shows a bunch of different characters in there, and some of them I'm not really super familiar with either. They just look kind of different.
These are.
It looks like these are the Avengers, though.
Well, the pictures that they show, not the actual figurines, but the pictures are from the comics.
Yeah.
There's Ant-Man. I can tell it with Daredevil, Captain America, Hulk, Rocket.
Doctor Strange, yeah.
That's...
So, I imagine for the most part it'll probably be whomever was in Avengers. I'm hoping, though, that there's some from the comics that aren't part of the movie series, or possibly from movies that are
Squirrel Girl. Everybody knows that one. She really defeated Thanos, though.
Yeah, so it'll be interesting to see. Like I said, I'm going to post on Instagram. Please watch and look out for future videos and for all the Funkos I'm going to
do. Drop us a line in the comments, subscribe, all that good stuff. Let us know who your favorite characters are, who you would be excited to see, and what you recommend for future videos. We can go over them individually, together. We'll just kind of play it by ear, but definitely follow the Instagram, see what we get, and then look out for future videos.
Yeah. Thanks, guys.
Peace.